Freemason. Paul Revere was a Freemason. George Washington was a Freemason. Benjamin Franklin was a Freemason. Thomas Jefferson was a Freemason. Learned Jesuit father Susan Typhon Kane and his brother Osiris Abel. See how they turned it around? Truth is, nobody knows who anybody is. They don't know either. You know how they can tell who is one of them? If you consent to be one of them and keep the secret, you are one of them. Doesn't matter if you are Jew, if you are black, if you are white, or what religion you belonged to before you joined. George Bush is a member. If such a parallel actually exists, then the biblical allegory is susceptible. Now, so you don't start getting antsy. This was written by a 33rd degree Freemason. Remember, I only use their words when I tell you what they read. Typhon is the desire of the few pitted against the good of the many. Again, communism. He is the spirit of dissension and discord that breaks up unity of purpose by setting factions against each other so that great issues lose the name of action. And these are the people who really do that. The desire for riches, power, and sovereignty, which is what all American citizens possess, sovereignty, by which this evil genius was obsessed, reveals the temptation by which humanity is deflected from its ultimate goal and led into the byways of sorrow and despair. Typhon, the queen of Ethiopia, and the 72 conspirators represent the three destructive powers, reserved to modern Freemasonry as the murderers of the master builder Hiram Abiff, the church, the state, and the mob. Representing ignorance, superstition, and fear, the destroyers of all good things. The advent of greed and perversion marked the end of the golden age of the Osirian age. And when the good prince Osiris, the deeper truth, returned to his own land, he became the victim of a hideous plot. What is this mysterious chest, so beautiful in its outer appearance, but so fatal in its application? Plato, who was wise in the wisdom of the Egyptians, would have answered that it was the body that lures the soul into the sorrows of generation. If this interpretation be projected into the social sphere, the chest becomes symbolic of material organization. Witness the application of this thought to Christianity, where the pomp and glory of the outer show a vast ecclesiastical decaying mechanism that has all but destroyed the simplicity and dignity of the primitive revelation of the mysteries. Christians will not be allowed to live in the New World Order. Neither will be the followers of Judaism, Islam, or any other religion. There will be a new religion, a humanist religion, where man will be God and religion will change with the needs of man. Christ will become a consciousness, and you will all worship this, except for a few of us who will refuse. With truth dead, or at least exiled from the invisible world, material facts were superseded by opinions. Opinions bred hatreds, and men finally fought and died over notions both senseless and soulless. What's wrong with their interpretation, folks, is that every investigation, the beginning of every war, and every theft, and every destruction of a nation and peoples that were living happily, lead you right to their door. Every time. But you see, this is written by a 33rd degree Freemason who then shows this to a new initiate who believes it. They're not told the truth until they reach the 30th degree. In the dark ages of uncertainty, when reality hid its face and no man dared to know, the leering Typhon ruled his ill-gotten world, binding men to himself by breeding 1,000 uncertainties to sap courage and weaken conviction. And in that, they're absolutely right. During the dark ages, the oppression of the Catholic Church was horrible. And anyone who whispered anything that disagreed with the utterances of the Pope enact. Why seek to know? Knowledge does not exist. Life is a cruel jest, purposeless, and of short duration. Because the human mind demanded intellectual expression, Typhon sowed the seeds of intellectual confusion, so that numerous orders of learning appeared which were convincingly plausible but untrue. These various orders of thought survived by catering to the weaknesses and limitations of the flesh. Today our great industrial civilization is feeling the heavy hand of an outraged destiny. The evil genius of our ambitions has again undone us, and our follies crumble about us. Typhon rules the world. The earth today is the arena of the ambition, which is another lie. You see, because when you investigate who really rules the world, these men occupy the top positions in every country of the world. Remember, Satan is the great deceiver. What then of Isis, the mother of the mystery, she who was so defiled and desecrated by the profane that her sages and prophets were forced to flee into the wilderness to escape the machinations of the evil one? Is she not the woman clothed with the sun? Of Revelation, who flees with her man-child into the wilderness to escape the evil purposes of the great dragon? That's what they believe. The glory of Egypt ceased with the death of Osiris. The mighty temple still stood, but the God who illuminated them had gone. The priests bowed helplessly before the dead embers of their altars. One by one, the sanctuaries crumbled into ruin, and the custodians of these ancient truths hid themselves in obscure corners of the earth, lest they be hunted down and slain for the sin of dreaming and hoping for a better day. Isis then, as the scattered but still consecrated body of initiates, began the great search for the secret that was lost. In all parts of the world, the virtuous raised their hands to the heavens, pleading for the restoration of the reign of truth. Well, that can't be true, because none of them knew anything about anything or who they even were until they went up the ladder of initiation. This congregation of those who prayed and labored and waited, the great congregation of a world in anguish, this is Isis in sackcloth and ashes searching for the body of her Lord. Now, I can go on, but I think I'm going to stop right there because I've got a lot of stuff to do.